My son last year designed a character at the age of 14 by the name of InnOvoT. And InnOvoT was basically his idea and concept of his dad going through his own journey. And so what inspired me to actually take InnOvoT and now make InnOvoT, which is our digital brand ambassador for ThreadHaus, really give InnOvoT more substance, and make InnOvoT more relatable to where everyone can relate to being an InnOvoT. And I really came up with the name of InnOvoT based off of innovate. And innovation is one of our 5 pillars. And our 5 pillars are community, sustainability, education, innovation, and creativity. And so, with those being things that we stand on, and me coming up with taking innovation and creating InnOvoT, because I felt like this was a new way of innovating what we were currently building, utilizing Web3 technology, and how we wanted to use that in fashion, promote sustainability, build community, and educate our community around that, as well as stay creative. But this part of InnOvoT, he needed to become real and relatable. And so I took the idea around ADHD and the whole idea around the character and the development and design of InnOvoT, and I decided to turn that into a place where people can relate. And so the signature color for ADHD being orange, that's the ribbon color. My girl Tiffany came up with that idea. She was like, hey, listen, won't we use the relevant color for ADHD, which is orange? And so we made the background orange, the background of InnOvoT that represents the diagnosis, right? That's the background of what we're dealing with, right? That's the background of my story. That's the background of this project. And then we started breaking InnOvoT down step by step. So then we have the bulb. And my son put the bulb and said, yo, the bulb is like all the ideas flashing in my dad's head. And if you know me or you don't know me, if you're just meeting me for the first time, there's always millions of ideas that's flashing around in my head. And if you experience ADHD of your own, then you understand there's always constant energy and ideas always flowing, right? So that's what I resembled. The light bulb is those ideas, but we did it where the light bulb now is flashing the treatment for the symptoms. And the reason the light bulb was so important to make that the treatment is because it's the brain, right? This is the component of the body that is constantly getting ideas, but is also constantly feeling all the emotion and feeling all the anxiety and all of the thoughts and everything. And the good thing about this whole entire InnOvoT series is what I'm breaking down to you is going to be relevant throughout the whole entire collection. So as we talk about other different mental health illnesses and different mental awareness and stuff like that, we want people to get used to recognizing the symptoms, the diagnosis, and the treatments and how they relate to the InnOvoT character, right? And so the light bulb flashes these treatments. And so red flashes accountability, blue flashes medicate, yellow flashes meditation, and green flashes therapy. And then we have turquoise. Turquoise flashes creativity. And so these things are all relevant to the mind. And it's also relevant to the freedom, right? And to the choice, right? We have a choice to be accountable. We have a choice of the medication and how we choose to medicate ourselves. We also have a choice to practice mindfulness. And then we have a choice to do therapeutic type of things and take therapy. And then we have the choice to be creative. So those are the 5 things. The base is what I like to call the source. It's your body. And you only get one base. So now what happens throughout this whole entire NFT project, you can change the light bulb, you can change the clothes, you can change the background, the base is the only thing that remains the same. And the base is your body. And I feel like it's very important for you to take care of that. It's very important for you to take care of the base. It's very important for you to understand that that's the source and that's the plug-in, right? So if we're relating what this overall idea is we can put different clothes on, we can put different eyeglasses on, hats, we can even change our environments, right? But it's this here, the core, that we can't get a new one of. We can gain weight, lose weight, we can work on different things when it comes to our body, but we don't get a new one. And so that was relevant when I was thinking about signifying and describing the base and what that really meant. And here's what's beautiful about this project. It has so many layers to it. It has real life stories that's relatable. It has dope fashion and clothing that's sustainable and sustainably made. It has the innovation and the technology behind it, the NFTs and the NFCs, and eventually the AR filters and all of the cool technology behind it. But most of all, it has the resources. And what we want to do with this project, every time we sell a dropout, we want to take that and find one person to at least support on their journey. That means if I have to get them therapy, I have to get them diagnosis, we want to be able to support them and get that done. So we're looking for partners, we're looking for therapists, we're looking for anyone that wants to come along on this journey. And what I really think is really beautiful is we're dropping this with the podcast episode. And the first podcast episode is so dope because you get a chance to hear from this beautiful team that we're currently building that's bringing their brilliant minds and their stories and their own personal journeys of their own struggles, as well as their resources. And I'm glad that you get a chance to hear from them. So you just don't hear my story, but you hear their story as well. And we're just going to continue to evolve this. And we're going to touch on several different mental illnesses: ADHD, bipolar, schizophrenia, personality disorder, PTSD. There's so many different mental illnesses that we're going to touch on throughout the course of the year.